sea scented or something. That's almost what it smells like. It smells so good. Okay. I should have had more faith in this spatula. So he got a little vet haul here, but it is definitely raining. And that wind is not helping either. I added in a little bit of green onions right over top with some sesame seeds. Good morning, you guys. It has been so cold here lately. My skin has just been feeling super dry. So I'm actually going to incorporate new products that I showed you guys in the last vlog. To cleanse my face this morning, I'm going to use the Winky Lux Mermaid Moisture. This is a hydrating cleanser, and I really want to get my skin hydrated because if I don't, then my eczema will probably flare up. I've just noticed when the weather changes and it gets drier and colder, if I don't moisturize and hydrate my skin really well, I unfortunately will get an eczema flare up. But here is what the cleanser looks like. It almost looks like a jelly-like cleanser, so you know that's going to be really hydrating and moisturizing. It also kind of looks like tropical waters with the color and with the fact that it's kind of luminous and stuff. But this is a gentle, soft foaming cleanser that washes away impurities while maintaining the skin's natural moisture for skin that glows from land to sea. And this will also brighten your complexion. So I'm just gonna water going. Just gonna wet the face a little bit. Do 2 pumps. So it looks like. And then I'm going to go ahead and emulsify it on my hands. It's the most effective way to use cleanser, in case you didn't know. Also shampoo. Emulsify it first and then apply it. Oh my god, this feels thick and soothing. It smells really good too. Just massaging it into the skin. Probably should have clipped my bangs back earlier. Okay, so my skin feels so good. You know, that feeling that you usually get after you use a cleanser where it feels like your skin is just really tight, like it's just been stripped of all of its natural oils. I'm not feeling that as much with this. My skin feels very clean for sure, but it doesn't feel overly dried or anything. So definitely feels really nice. Just applying my daily serums right now really quick. But for today's video, I'm actually gonna do a what I eat in a day. I haven't done one in a while. It's definitely been a lot of dog content lately, which I don't mind. I would hope no one minds because dogs are the best and they're amazing. And Leo is just such a sweetheart. He's actually right here, right outside the bathroom. That's why I have the door open. But I thought it would be nice to get back to a good old-fashioned what I eat in a day. But okay, I'm on my moisturizer step. I'm going to use their Mermaid Moisture Hydrating Face Lotion. This is a moisturizing lotion that promotes all-day hydration for a healthy complexion that makes a splash. So this helps maintain healthy moisture levels, promotes a plumper, more firm appearance. Ooh, I like that. I love a good firming product. And it has a cooling experience. Interesting. Here is what the packaging looks like. Just very in line with the moisturizer, since they're both part of the Mermaid collection, which, by the way, you guys, this collection launches on April 13th, so if you're interested in either of these products, definitely check out Winky Lux's lineup then. But here is the cream. It's got a little bit of a blue tint to it, just so that it, kind of aligns with this. They look like a very similar tone. It looks nice and thick. I love a thick moisturizer. Oh, that goes on really nicely. It just slides onto the skin and it feels super, super hydrating. It smells really good too. It almost smells like, when you get a body spray that's sea scented or something. That's almost what it smells like. It smells so good. Moisturized, and then just some sunscreen and eye cream, and then we are ready to go to get breakfast. Oh. So I always wake up so thirsty. Guys, this tumbler, it's my favorite thing ever. I literally carry it everywhere with me. Even when I go run errands, I usually just bring it with me because it fits in your car cup holder. So really, really nice. Even with it being that big, it still fits in there. Oh my god. My bangs are out of control. Okay. Let's head downstairs and get some breakfast. So right now, I'm not really following any particular diet plan or anything. I am still trying to eat high protein, but I'm definitely not necessarily calorie counting or anything like that. I'm not even really tracking as much. I am looking at protein values and just kind of lightly adding them up in my head throughout the day to make sure that I'm hitting as close to my goals as possible, but I'm not super strict on it or anything. I feel I'm just kind of actually eating more intuitively lately. But for breakfast this morning, I am gonna have an egg white omelet. I'm not necessarily doing egg whites just for the lower calories or anything. It's just that we bought a bunch of these cartons so that I can make Leo's meatballs. So I'm just kind of sharing the liquid egg whites with him. It just makes it a lot easier. But in my omelets, what I've been liking lately is some tomatoes. I'm going to cut up, I think, about 4 or 5 of those. A bunch of Kalamata olives, you know, and then I cooked both of those in this stir-in basil. So let me go ahead and get that prepped while my coffee's going. I've also been meaning to tell you guys, I've been liking this for my hot coffees. I feel like this is a little bit too sweet when I put it in my iced coffee, but in my hot coffee I really like it. It's the Chobani salted caramel creamer. This is a limited batch, so I don't know how long it's available for, but I do really like it. I was sad though when we ran out of our mint chocolate creamer from the holiday collection, because that was like hands down the best creamer. But even though I bought extra, we went through it so fast because both Trevor and I loved it. So I do combine this one with this creamer. I just do a splash of the salted caramel. And then Vital Proteins collagen, do a hard froth. So the pod I use for hot coffee is a doppio pod, and then since I don't know the caffeine level in there, I add in a shot of espresso to make sure that there is a ton of caffeine in there. And the tomatoes, I do a squeeze of the basil, 2, do a little bit more, 3. Just like a little hit of the garlic salt, and then some pepper. Tomatoes and basil have been cooking together, and then I'm going to add in the olives. I'm actually going to take all of this out really quick. And by the way, this is just like my super lazy way that I make an omelet. This is not like a culinary expertise type of thing at all. Just gonna spray the pan down really quick, and then I just eyeball how much I put in. Basically enough to cover like the bottom is the goal. Just gonna grind a little salt right in here, and then I'm gonna add the mixture back in. I've been doing this instead of just adding the egg right on top, because when I do the egg right on top, then I feel like I don't get a good actual omelet, you know? Like I don't get a good outer layer of egg. So I have a hard time flipping it. So I found that like cooking the ingredients first and then removing them gives me more of the omelet that I want. And lastly, some mozzarella. We actually use the light mozzarella just because we use it for pizzas a lot, and that requires a lot of cheese. So, you know, just kind of like cut a couple calories where we can on that. Here's the tricky part, because I do not have the spatula that I normally use for this. It's dirty, and I don't trust this one, but we're gonna try. Hold it. Oh, lovely. Alright, I'm gonna let it keep cooking for another minute, let that cheese really melt, but that folded so nicely. Okay. I should have had more faith in the spatula. And then typically I'll have toast with some butter with it, or a hash brown, but last night we made cheddar bay biscuits, so I'm gonna have a biscuit. I'm just gonna take a wet paper towel, wrap it, and nuke it for like 30 seconds. Stunning. Look at that. That's like a perfect breakfast. So this is breakfast. I've got my egg white omelet with tomatoes, Kalamata olives, basil, and mozzarella. I have my cheddar bay biscuit as like a little treat, and then I've got my coffee. I tried to do a Pilates workout here. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to like make it to the gym today because Leo has a vet appointment in 20 minutes, so we actually have to leave. But I'm a little bit hungry, but I don't want to eat like a full lunch until after I work out. I also don't have time to prepare myself a full lunch, so I'm going to have one of these Chobani completes. This is the cookies and cream one, and it's seriously so good, you guys. If you just need like a quick on the go protein hit, this is definitely a good one. It's got 20 grams of protein, and it genuinely tastes like an Oreo milkshake, so super good. And then we gotta take you to the vet, buddy. You gotta go to the vet. You gotta go back. Oh, I was scared it was gonna land in like some dirty dishwater, but it didn't. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm gonna take this to go, and then this pup has to go in for the vet. Nothing's wrong with him. This is actually just a general checkup and also a meet and greet with his actual vet. When we went before for the emergency appointment for his ears, they just kind of stuck him with like whatever vet was available, which was totally fine. I mean, we had needed to get his ears treated, but this is the time he's meeting his actual like main vet. Sometimes he might get treated by other vets if he like has to come in right away, emergency situation, but for his general checkups, or you know, if you know he has something going on, his actual vet will be the one who's kind of in charge of his cases and stuff. Even though, like I said, other vets may treat him for stuff, she'll be the one consulting on it at all times. Like when we found out about Spark's condition, he was actually with a different vet who brought in Spark's main vet, which is the same vet. It's Dr. Kumar here in Costa Mesa, if anyone's in the area looking for a good vet. Our friend who's a vet, she doesn't practice in pet hospitals anymore. She's now actually a veterinarian consultant for just food for dogs, but she was the one who recommended Dr. Kumar to us, and we absolutely love her. She was always so amazing with Spartacus, so we wanted to make sure that she is also Leo's main vet. So he's gonna meet her today, just like a quick general checkup, and I'm also gonna have her go ahead and, you know, follow up on his ears just to make sure everything's still looking good. He's so fascinated because this room is connected to the other room, and he was in the other room last time, so he's just like fascinated at what's going on in there. Okay, we finished at the vet, and then I took him, hi, on a walk in like the rich neighborhood. Hi. So he got a little vet haul here. We got our flea chews and then heartworm meds. For anyone who has a dog, our vet was telling us they're actually recommending all their patients to put their dogs on heartworm meds monthly right now, because apparently there's more mosquitoes in the area in Southern California right now, and mosquitoes carry heartworm disease, and dogs can get bitten and end up with heartworm, which is fatal. So just a heads up, if you live in Southern California and you haven't put your dog on heartworm meds yet, that's just what I was hearing from my vet. Just wanted to pass the information along in case anyone else was concerned about that kind of stuff for their pup as well. But yeah, he got a lot done at the vet today. Poor guy got poked and prodded so much. He was very unhappy with it by the end of it, but he was very, very good for his vet, and I adore his vet so much. She was Spart's vet. She adored Spartacus a lot, and she actually lost her dog to cancer a couple weeks before we lost Spartacus, and the whole thing with her dog that she lost literally mirrored how Spart's diagnosis went and everything. Like, they think they had similar tumors, they had a similar time frame. They both showed that it was time to go in very, very similar ways. So she was telling me Spart's case sticks out in her head very much because it was like right after she'd go through each step with her dog, she had to turn around and give us the news that she had just gotten. So she's like, yeah, I always think about him. I remember him. She was a huge fan of Spartacus. She loved Spartacus. He was always so well behaved for her. I think she's just such a gentle, loving person that always just put him at ease, and Leo seemed to love her too. So yeah, I adore Dr. Kumar. She's hands down the best vet that we've ever worked with, and we worked with a few for Spartacus. I will say I did like the vet a lot who did his ACL surgery, but that vet is an hour away from us, so just not practical. We just went to him just for the ACL. But Dr. Kumar here in the Costa Mesa area, if anyone's around this area looking for a new vet, she's just the absolute best. I cannot recommend her enough. I love her so much. But we are on our way home. I just took him on a quick walk right now. He wanted to go further. He was refusing to get in the car. He's like started this like new thing where if he doesn't want to go somewhere or want to keep moving forward, he will just sit down, and then he'll protest further and lay down and try to like sink into the ground. So he's been trying to test his boundaries with us lately. So it took a couple minutes to get him in the car because he didn't want to leave, and he just sat there and just stared at me, and he's like, no, I don't want to leave. But eventually he listened. I'm gonna have to talk to his trainer about that, because that's a no-no. You cannot protest like that. Again, it's like another behavior that is like, I know we need to train it out of him, but in the moments, it's just like, it's kind of funny. So I got home and I realized I had needed to go to Target, so basically I just dropped Leo off and left. Went to Target and to the Asian grocery store. I just picked up a couple of like quick things. But for lunch today, and yes, this is such a late lunch, but I'm gonna have the Trader Joe's uncured turkey corn dogs. I went back to Trader Joe's for these this weekend because I forgot them on my original run, and these are so freaking good. I realized I never like followed up with you guys in the last vlog on them, so I figured I'd make them again for lunch today. Originally too, I was gonna make dirty rice tonight, but with it raining and stuff, I'm kind of feeling like a fried rice and ramen night, so I think I'm gonna do that, which is actually why I went to the Asian store. So first off, from the Asian grocery store, shrimp chips. I love shrimp chips so much. Then I decided to really make it a good ramen night, and I got the good instant ramen. This is from Nissin, but it's like an elevated instant ramen. It's Nissin Oreo, king of ramen. I don't know. But it's good. It's super good. I also got my Muscat grape gummies. These are the best. And then I just wanted to treat myself to some koala snacks. And then from Target, I mainly went because I ran out of his wipes for his paws. So I got a Target one. I did order the ones I typically use on Amazon, but they're not getting here till Friday for some reason. Prime ain't priming anymore. Oh, and then this is his ridiculously large vet bill. We ran tests for like everything since it was his like first general wellness checkup. And they still need to finish running one test. I get to collect a fecal sample. Yay me. Oh my god, it is coming down right now. You guys see that? And like the wind right now? Hi, babies. He loves to just like sit and listen to the rain, so he always wants this cracked when it's raining, but oh my god. I don't think the camera's picking it up very well, but it is definitely raining. And that wind is not helping either. Okay, but you can still hear if I just crack it, okay? I don't want it fully open because I'm gonna get cold. Corn dog is done. And then I prepared a Caesar salad to go on the side of it. Lots of extra Parmesan, obviously. Let's mix this up really quick. But yeah, this is my quick little light lunch. Word of warning with these turkey corn dogs, the stick gets really hot when you take it out of the oven, so give it a minute or two before you pick it up because I like burned my hand the first time, so just FYI. But these hot dogs are straight fire. They taste exactly like a corn dog that you would get from like the county fair. But yeah, these are legit. Definitely recommend. So Trevor got dinner, Leo got dinner. I want dinner now. It's my turn. And since it has been such a rainy day, I think I already told you guys what I'm gonna make tonight. First off, we're gonna do like one of my favorite meals ever. It's like the best combo. Some fried rice, some ramen, and I am gonna cook up some pork belly for a good protein boost. So I'm gonna assemble all of this together. I think you guys have seen me do a lot of this. I mean, basically everything's pretty easy. This one is self-explanatory. This you just fry it up in a pan, warm it through. I like to add just like a little bit of soy sauce in the cooking process because I know I'm gonna add soy sauce later. But yeah, you just dump this in a pan with some sesame oil. And personally, I like to actually like overcook it a little bit so there's like some pieces that get like nice and browned and crispy. And then for this, I have to slice it up really thin and then just pan fry it. So actually, shit, these two use the same pan. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to wash in between. Perfect rainy day dinner is complete. Oh my god, this looks so good. I added in a little bit of green onions right over top with some sesame seeds, and then I added sesame seeds to the fried rice as well. But you guys, this is absolutely perfect. If I could like order out anything on a rainy day, it is hands down always ramen and fried rice, and I love that there's like a Trader Joe's version that I can make at home. And also too, it gives me an excuse to use my ramen bowl, so I'm happy with that. End of the night dinner was absolutely delicious, but I'm gonna have a little dessert here. And I have been really loving these Frigo half-dipped chocolate and vanilla sandwich bars. So I'm gonna have one of these for a little late dessert. So in case anybody has been interested in these from Trader Joe's, here is what they look like. One side is dipped and then one side is sandwiched, but I don't know what ice cream they're using in the middle here, but it is really good. Super creamy. But anyways, that is gonna be it for this What I Eat in a Day vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this rainy day edition, and I will see you guys very soon again in the next video.